Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Mishka.
I'm Della.
And we just want to take you behind the scenes on our process of designing, shooting, and a little bit about what our days are like here at the office at Buci. Essentially, we have asked on Instagram stories if people could ask us some questions just to start us off. Thank you everyone who asked questions, and we'll go ahead and answer a couple of them. Our first question is, what inspired you to start Buci? I started Buci around 2020. My inspiration for it was, I guess, that I was looking for sustainable clothes that I thought were cute. And I was making a lot of my own clothes because I wasn't able to find the clothes that I wanted that were made in a way that felt ethical and comfortable with materials that I was excited to wear. I think it sort of stemmed from that, and then the name comes from my grandmother, the little town in Serbia where she's from. And they grow all their own food and they make everything themselves, from like shearing the sheep to make wool to knit their socks for the winter. And I really wanted the making process to be at the forefront of our work process and our story at Buci. And so I felt like there was no better association than the women that make everything themselves. So that's sort of how it started. Okay, next question. What's your favorite part of your job? I feel like, Della, this is a you question.
I would say my favorite part of the job is the community that we have around us. I feel like working in a small brand is so great because you really get to know everybody that's involved, not only in the making process of the clothing, but like the people that are working alongside you. So we have our seamstress Linda that we all know really personally, all know the people in the garment district making our clothes, and it's nice to like come into the office every day and feel like it's like a warm and cozy environment. I would say that's definitely like the most important thing for me in a working environment, and I definitely get that here.
I agree, I love that. That's one of my favorite parts. Okay, next question. Who's at the office first thing in the morning? That's Della. She's a very early riser and she's a morning person. She gets here around 8 a.m.
You come shortly after.
I come shortly after, but my matcha place opens at 8. So I have to wait until my matcha place opens and then I can come across the bridge because otherwise my days are unhappy without it. How do fittings look like?
I feel like fittings can happen for a variety of different reasons. Like we just had a bunch of fittings because it was fashion week, we were having an event. We love to dress all the girls for the dinner. So the week prior we would have girls come in, or fittings could be
like with their stylist if they want to make selects, or it could be for a shoot that we're doing. But like typically the girls will come into the office, we'll try to make sure they're feeling comfortable, we'll have a rack of clothes that they can choose from. They'll try it on, we'll take some pictures. Usually fittings are like fun because it's like playing dress up.
We drink some tea with them.
We always drink some tea. Who makes your clothes in-house? We have a seamstress, Linda, who is right over there. She makes all of our clothes that are done in-house. We either I'll cut, sometimes Della will cut, or we'll have a pattern maker come in and cut, and then she'll sew. You might be able to hear the sewing machine whirring next to us. That's what makes our clothes, and we love her. She's unbelievable. She's a part of the family. The next question is, how did you come up with the name? But I feel like we kind of already answered that. It's a small town in Serbia where my grandmother was born, and the name is Buci. Will you ever have a store? I think that retail would be something that would be like our next step that we would like to move into. If we can find a way to make it happen, we'd love to have a store and have our office in the store so that we can meet all the customers, people can try things on. That would be I think that would be a huge goal for us. Hopefully, stay tuned. Hopefully by the end of the year or spring next year, we'll have something going. The next one is, what is a day in the life of an intern working at Buci? I actually probably am not the best person to ask this. Either Della can tell us a little bit, or Aaliyah, if you're not busy, if you want to pop in. So Aaliyah is an intern, and she can tell you a little bit more about what it's like.
So I come in every day, and these two are both here, and usually I make a tea. They have everything that I could ever need here. And then usually I'll either start doing little things around here, so like steaming or sewing. Sometimes I'll go up to the garment district, and in the garment district I'll pick up different things to bring back here from different manufacturers, or like a trimming store, so that has like buttons and like buckles or whatever we need, and I'll bring that to either our manufacturers or I'll bring them back to the office for stuff we make here. That's really fun because I get to see like the whole process of how everything's made and like where we get all the different elements to all of our clothing. Really fun, and they are the best ever, so it makes it a great day every time.
Levelia. And we're super lucky we have incredible interns.
We do.
We had tips for starting a brand. I would say that if you are interested in starting a brand, the most important thing is that you just start by just doing it and using social media, taking pictures of your creations, whether you're sewing them yourself or whether you have someone that's making your garments for you. And I would say the most important thing is just to look within your resources and see what you're able to do in the moment and just start with that, whether it's knitting scarves or whatever, and putting your all into what you're able to do in the moment and then just building off of that. The next question is, what is your favorite piece of clothing?
That's hard. I'm gonna stick with the basic. I literally think it's this long sleeve that I'm wearing right now. It's like made of merino wool, so it's super warm and I wear it actually every single day.
I feel like mine hasn't been released yet, but I think it's from our fall winter 23 collection. I won't say too much about it, but it has like warm purple undertones and it's just like so fluid, and I just want to like run around in a field. So I think that one's my favorite. Should we answer one more?
Yeah, that's one more.
How do you come up with concepts for a shoot?
I feel like it kind of depends what shoot we're doing. We have like our walking to work series, which I think was like the inspiration behind that was I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like trying to connect with our community in New York and like really learn about people's like hidden gems in the city and like really just get to know our community. To shoot like that, the concept stays like pretty consistent depending on who we're shooting. They'll always be like wearing what they feel comfortable in and like taking us on a morning in their life or like a day in their life. And so like that concept stays pretty similar for that series, but with like the other like bigger campaigns and stuff,
Yeah, I feel like it just depends on the shoot and like what we're trying to show our communities. Like we always try to create some depth, whether it be learning a little bit about the model or talking about their dreams or whatever it may be. Yeah, I feel like it depends depending on what we're trying to do, but usually we'll make a mood board and it'll be either like, oh, we're really inspired by this cafe, we're really inspired by this person, we're really inspired by the dress, and like if we closed our eyes and we thought about like where we'd most like to see it, it would be at the Met Cloisters or it'd be whatever. And then we kind of take into consideration like temperature. If it's snowing in New York, we're not going to shoot outside. Even if we want to, it's going to be too cold. Like lighting, and then we sort of build the idea based on that with like mood boards, and we shoot most of the things ourselves. So that makes it easier in the sense that we don't need to like communicate to someone else our vision. We kind of already know in our head what it's going to be when we turn up to set.
Yeah, they're always really fun.
They're always really fun.
I feel like that's good.
I feel like that's perfect. I feel like that's a great start, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it answered some questions. If you ever have any questions, always feel free to DM us and we will answer them as best we can. We're really trying to create a community of people that we feel close to, so never hesitate to reach out, and I hope you enjoy coming on our journey with us.
Yay! And stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye!